Alzheimer dementia, a progressive neurological disorder, affects millions worldwide. Diagnosing it early can make all the differences. Traditional diagnostic methods, although effective, can be time consuming and expensive. But what if we told you there is a breakthrough using just speech? Let us enter into ChatGPT 4.0 with its revolutionary code interpreter feature. With this feature, researchers and clinicians can quickly prototype and test machine learning models. So today I am going to show you a demo of how to upload this particular data set using ChatGPT 4.0 code interpreter feature and how to perform the exploratory data analysis on the speech data set and how to generate the various machine learning models using this particular ChatGPT 4.0 code interpreter feature. So the data set that I have taken for today's study is from Dementia Bank. Here I have given the link for it. So if you click on this particular link, it navigates to the web page of Dementia Data Bank. So this consists of several data sets, and if you want to take the data set corresponding to a particular challenge, you can go and take that particular data set by clicking on these challenges. So they would have given you the sample data set, etc. So if you want to retrieve this particular data set, let us take the data format for task 1. So it asks for the username and password. So to get this particular username and password, you have to consult the SPGC website, and in this SPGC website, you have to fill the corresponding form which they have provided, where they will ask you about what's the reason for using this particular data set and how you want to proceed with this data set and what is your research question. So this gives you the information about the entire data set, and if you read through it, you will know how to apply for this particular data set. So now I have applied for it and I have downloaded this particular data set, and that data set you can view it here as address 1S220 train. So what I have done is I have right clicked on this particular data set. I have given extract all. So I have extracted the entire data set over here. But to upload this particular data set for the code interpreter, this particular folder contains set of different folders in this particular case. So among the various folders which are present in this particular data set, I'll be taking, there are two folders, that is full wave enhanced audio and normalized audio chunks. So for our analysis, we can take either a full wave enhanced audio which contains the audio recording after noise removal, whereas the normalized audio chunks, it contains the wave file which are extracted from the audio recording after applying the voice activity detection. So now let us upload this particular data. So it has got extracted. So what I am going to do here is I will take this normalized audio chunk, I right click it. In order to upload this particular file, I have to compress it to a zip file format. So right click and compress it to a zip file format. Okay, so once your zip file is ready, go here and take the ChatGPT, go to GPT-4 and enable your code interpreter feature. Click on this plus and upload your file, the zip file which you have created. So this is my normalized audio chunk zip file. Just I click on it and give open. The file size is huge, so let's wait till the file gets uploaded. So the first step that we are going to do is, once the file is uploaded, I am asking the ChatGPT to perform exploratory data analysis on the data set. that I have uploaded. So till the data set gets uploaded, let us look into certain instructions that has been given. So here you have the test data, here you have the link for the test data. So sample test file formats have been given. Here it gives you the entire information about this particular data set. So if you want to gain access, you can send mail. So this, you should specify what's the reason for taking this particular data set, what is your problem statement, what do you want to analyze from this data set. All those information if you specify and send it to this mail ID, they will verify it and then they will send you the link to download this particular data set to your mail. So based on which I have also downloaded this particular data set. So now the file has got uploaded. The first thing that I am putting here is perform exploratory data analysis on the data set. When I click on this, let us see what the ChatGPT code interpreter does on this particular data set and what are the various exploratory data analysis it is performing on this particular audio chunk data set. So the first step it does is when you upload a zip file, it provides you the Python code of how to unzip the data set that's provided. So as you know, if you look into this particular thing, if you look into the normalized audio chunk, it has got CC and CD. So this has given me the normalized audio chunks has been unzipped and it has specified it contains the two folders, that is CC and CD in this particular case. These are the subdirectories which are present, and it has analyzed the audio files or in the WAV format. So before it proceeds to the exploratory data analysis, so it wanted to provide me more content on the data set, especially what does the data represent. So do the file name convey specific information, what kind of analysis that I want to perform. So I will say that perform exploratory data analysis by extracting the features from the audio files. So I press this one. So it tells me what are the features that can be extracted, that's spectral, rhythm, time domain feature, MEL frequency, Spectral coefficient, and it gives me the information about all these features. So now it says that let's begin extraction of the features from the audio files which are present in CC and CD directory. So it provides me with a Python code to extract these features. So the features has been extracted. So now let's wait for the next. So this gives me the results about the features. So it specifies me the different things can be performed. So now I wanted to perform visualizing the distribution of these features to understand their variability. So I take this one or I'll give perform all the four for me. So it gives me, in the case of visualization of feature distribution, what is the plot that it is going to make, and in the case of feature extraction of the entire data set, how it performs, and similarly how the principal component analysis can be performed on the given data set, and it is going to compare the features between the CC and the CD which are present in the directory. So this will show me the various visuals which are present. So it shows me the histogram of the various features which are present. So it also provides me with the corresponding interpretation of the above histogram. So it says that the spectral feature, the distribution of the features like spectral centroid, spectral bandwidth and spectral roll-off, they vary across the particular subset and they are also uniformly distributed. When you take the zero crossing rate varies across the subset related to the rhythm feature, and RMS energy feature, which represents the energy of the audio signal, it has been spread across of different energy levels. And the MFCC, which is mainly used in speech and audio processing, shows the different distribution for each of these coefficients. So it has, because it will be a time consuming process if we take the entire audio files. The ChatGPT code interpreter has given me the code to extract the first 100 audio files, and it has extracted the features for CC and CD in this particular case and has performed the principal component analysis. So it has given me the scatter plot for the various features extracted from CC and CD using the principal component analysis, and it is going to compare the features between the CC and the CD directories for visualization using a box plot. So it shows that the features for CC and CD directory, so the median shows the comparison point between the two directories for each feature. The box size usually indicate the interquartile range. As you can see, the box size indicates the interquartile range. The outliers are represented in this particular case. So it shows that there is a difference in the distribution of several features between the two directories. So if you are going to consider the classification task, this information is considered to be very valid in this particular case. So now the next thing what I am planning to perform here is I am going to perform, or I am going to extract the linguistic feature. So extract the linguistic feature. Features from the data set. So the linguistic feature, it gives me the information about what the linguistic features represent. So it can use speech to text transcription, or it can perform the text analysis. So it is asking, what do you mean by the linguistic feature? It is phonetics, acoustics or prosody. So if I give as acoustics, let us wait and see how it takes and interprets. So the acoustic features are the pitch, formants, the harmonic to the noise ratio, the jitter and the shimmer, the duration. So it is going to extract the acoustic features for me. It has taken the 50 audio files randomly from this particular data set which I have uploaded, and it provides me with the Python code for the same. So it has extracted the acoustic features from the selected audio files. So So let's wait for the results of this particular ChatGPT code interpreter. So it has now extracted the acoustic features. The acoustic features are pitch, harmonic to noise ratio, jitter, simmer, and duration. So it now produces me the code to visualize the distribution of this particular acoustic features. So it provides me the Python code and also the visualization, how it visually looks with the various plots that it has applied for the given data set. So it shows first with the box plot, which shows the distribution of the features which are extracted from CC and CD directories. So it shows that related to the pitch, the perceived frequency of the sound. From the plots you will be able to notice that there exists a notable difference between the corresponding pitch value between the two directories. If you look into the harmonic to noise ratio, so the distribution for both the directories seems to be relatively similar, while CD having a slightly wider range. If you look into the jitter, which measures the short-term variability of the pitch, both directories have similar distribution, but CD seems to have slightly wider spread. So if you look into the measures of the short-term variability of amplitude, both directories have somewhat similar distribution. The length of the audio chunk with respect to the duration, you can see the clear difference that exists. So now I will ask it to perform LSTM, or I'll go for CNN to classify the data set with hyperparameter tuning to get a very good accuracy score. Let me click on this. Let us see what happens. So it shows me in order to work on CNN, what are the things that I need to do, that it automatically does everything. It has given me the 4 steps. It prepares my data, it builds the model, it performs the hyperparameter tuning, and it performs the training and evaluation on the given data set. So let's wait and see for the results. So it has now successfully converted the 50 audio files of CC and CD directory to the MEL spectrograph. So it splits the data, it normalizes and reshapes the data to perform the relevant input for the convolutional neural network model. So it has first generated with an error. It had identified the error, the reason for the error, and now it is generating another code to standardize the shape of the MEL spectrograph and split the data. So now it has successfully standardized the shape. Now it is going to build the model. Okay, let's see how the model is being built. Let's wait for the code interpreter to complete the CNN architecture, which is mainly suitable for the given data set, and what type of hyperparameter tuning it performs, and what is the accuracy score. So it is asking, it seems that TensorFlow is not available in this current environment, so we cannot build and train the CNN model. So you can copy this code and paste it and train your CNN model through the, and it will now provide you the code which you can run in the local environment. So if I say yes, it is going to provide me with a code to run in the local environment. So it gives me the code to run this particular program in the local environment. So you can copy this and put it in Google Colab and execute, and you can understand how it produces the results. So I will say apply. We will say support vector machine with appropriate hyperparameter with appropriate optimization technique. For classification of the above data. So you can specify which algorithm you want to apply. Let us see how it takes into account this one and provides me the results. So it tells me if I want to perform SVM, what are the steps that are to be followed. So it gives me, first it's going to extract the feature and prepare the data set. So it has splitted the data set into train, validation and the test. So these are the split size for the 50 audio files which are present. So the hyperparameter tuning, it is going to perform the regularization parameter and the gamma, and it is going to perform the grid search and train the SVM model. So it is going to use a support vector classifier. So it is telling, let us use these optimal parameters. It has found out what should be the C, gamma and kernel for this particular RBF, and it applies that particular thing. So it was able to achieve only 46.67% accuracy. So you can check with other type of machine learning models in this particular case. Hope this video finds to be useful for you. Thank you.